Governmental immunity is behind the dismissal of two high-profile lawsuits in Metro Detroit in just the last 2 weeks. Recently, judges in two cases decided that flood victims can't sue the Great Lakes Water Authority, and parents of Oxford students cannot sue the school district or staff. Oxford parents sounded off about the ruling at a school board meeting last night.
Governmental immunity does not dismiss the district from negligence. Hiding behind it is unacceptable, and accountability is still required.
Governmental immunity is supposed to make it so government employees can do their job reasonably without fear of being sued. But as 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig shows us now, some say it goes too far.
I can't hold these people accountable to do their jobs.
Pottery artist Cheryl English has lost faith in government. It was because of sites like this one, basements that flooded in the torrential rains of June 2021 that left people like Cheryl with a foot or more of water in their basements, and the Great Lakes Water Authority taking none of the blame.
We were told it was our fault, and then we find out further on down the road that those pump stations were down, that they knew those pump stations were down.
Attorney Paul Doherty filed a class action suit against the Great Lakes Water Authority and the cities of Detroit and Grosse Pointe Park, where he lives, alleging gross negligence was behind the flooding.
They needed to have 16 pumps running from very early in the day on the 25th when this rain was predicted. Instead, they had repeated electrical failures at Frood, the one pumping station, and multiple priming issues at Connor Creek.
The lawsuit was recently dismissed with a judge ruling that the Water Authority was covered by governmental immunity and that the plaintiffs could not prove an exception.
They're in charge of us except when it's inconvenient for them.
It's hard to let go of those emotions and wanting to rescue what are innocent victims. And then the second thing is that there's a lack of understanding about what governmental immunity is.
Attorney Michelle Richards is an associate professor at the University of Detroit Mercy School of Law, and she says there are exceptions to governmental immunity, and it includes proving that someone was so grossly negligent that it was the most direct cause of any injury or damage. But in the flooding, a judge ruled it was Mother Nature. In the murders at Oxford High, a judge said it was the shooter.
We vote people in, or we hire people to do a job within a government. And we want to make sure that we're not second guessing their decisions that are made within the scope of their duties. And certainly if they do it in a manner that is egregious, that the legislature has provided an exception, the gross negligence exception, for example, for employees, so that they don't operate without any risk of liability, but the risk is limited.
Attorney Paul Doherty says they will appeal the judge's decision and prove no one is above the law. He says government employees do not deserve to have more rights than average citizens.
If we want changes in the law, when we have a statute like the Governmental Tort Liability Act in Michigan, the best way to establish change there is through your legislator and not through the courts.
If these agencies have government immunity, that means they have no accountability. And how are they to be held to a standard of actually fulfilling their responsibilities if there is no legal recourse for the people who are affected by their failure to do so?
In Detroit, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.